Hello, you. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Just kidding. It's Josh Thomas from TheBitBlock. I don't know why I did that. Alex from Nintendo Life. I really like his voice. I like his accent. And he always starts his videos by saying, hello, you. And sometimes I'll just randomly say that. I'll be in my house and I'll be cleaning and I'll say, hello, you. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. And I don't know why. I've got a problem. Anyways, it's not Alex from Nintendo Life. It's Josh from TheBitBlock. I'm here to talk with you guys about where Yooka Laylee went wrong. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but wait a minute. Don't yell at me yet. If you like Yooka Laylee, you're excited about Yooka Laylee, you think it looks great, and yada, 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 fantastic. I hope you buy it. I hope you have tons of fun with it. I hope it brings you joy. But I gotta say, I'm not too excited about Yooka Laylee these days, and I want to talk about it. So, Yooka Laylee went wrong, and Playtonic Games went wrong in a number of areas, and I wanted to talk about them in hopes that if there is a future for this company, they will correct these. Now, in case you don't know, the reviews are out, and they are incredibly mixed. There are reviews that are saying, hey, that's pretty good, and then there's reviews that are saying, oh my god, this sucks. This is a mess. So, let's talk about them. I'll tell you where I think Yooka Laylee went wrong. We all think we know what we want, but really, none of us know what we want in life. We're idiots, we're human beings, we don't know. Yooka Laylee is giving us the thing that it promised us, but nobody really bothered to say, wait a minute, hold on, hold the phone. Do we really want that? Do we really want an outdated 3D platformer like Banjo-Kazooie to simply be remade with different characters in the year 2017? For me personally, the answer is no, thank you. Because actually, what I want, and I think what most of us want, is we want to relive those wonderful days of what it felt like to play Banjo-Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day for the first time, or Mario 64. Remember, when we first played it, the reason we loved those, and the reason they left such a lasting impression on us, is because they were so fresh and new at the time. If you take those, and you put them on a system nowadays, and you don't do anything to evolve the gameplay, then it's going to feel rather strange. If you are purely looking for a nostalgia trip, Yooka Laylee seems to deliver. But the problem with that is there were a lot of flaws in stuff like Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. And unless you're going to iron out the problems and introduce a lot of modern ideas into it, it's not going to be that great. So this, I think, is where Super Mario Odyssey comes in and is fantastic. I mean, we were all looking at Yooka Laylee as being the game that was going to bring back 3D platformers, and we were like, oh my god, oh, 3D platformers were great. Yooka Laylee's gonna bring them back. It's, the 90s are here again. The Jaws ride is open, and we can wear neon colors, and there's new episodes of Saved by the Bell on. I don't know where I was going with any of that. I was just thinking about the 90s and how fun they were. Anyways, Yooka Laylee. So yeah, my point is, Yooka Laylee should have had a bunch of new ideas. It should have been like, hey, it's a 3D platformer like you remembered, but we've got a much improved camera. You can traverse the land in a much more interesting way rather than having to literally walk all over the place in these massive levels in order to get somewhere. And you know, it's just, it's stale. It's brand new, but it's stale. Like I was saying, this is where Super Mario Odyssey comes into place. Super Mario Odyssey is like, hey, that's 3D Mario. It's a big 3D Mario game. That's what we want. But then it's also like, oh, what's this? Mario is in all these really weird-ass locations, and Mario is riding on a dang lion that's out of control. It's just all, I mean, when you watch Super Mario Odyssey, when you watch that trailer, you're like, oh my god, this is weird. This is new. This is fresh. But at the same time, this is a lot of the things that I wanted. And that's where Yooka Laylee falls flat on its face. It's not any of, there's nothing surprising about Yooka Laylee at all. And in a way, it's like, if you're going to leave a comment, you're going to be like, yeah, no crap. That's the point, Josh, you stupid idiot. I hate your guts. I mean, you're gorgeous and handsome, and you have the greatest style in the world, but man, do I hate you. And it's like, yeah, but, hold on a second. I've lost my train of thought again. Where was I going with that? Scratching my chin doesn't seem to be getting me to remember. The point is, I get that Yooka Laylee was supposed to be a trip from the past, and I get that that's something that people will want, but wouldn't you rather it be the best of both worlds? Here's the problem. Yooka Laylee did not take into account the fact that 3D platformers have been dead for about a decade, if not more. And if they were not dead in that decade, they would have advanced, they would have evolved, they would have come up with new ideas and things to do, and they would have fixed problems and introduced new ideas that were just, unheard of. You have to be smart enough and talented enough to essentially evolve a genre over the course of 10 years in one game. And that's what Yooka Laylee doesn't do. And, like, for example, the way the characters talk, every frigging syllable that they speak, you hear. And it's like, oh, how about when you start the text, it just says, and then the next box will say something new. Having every little piece of text literally make some noise was fine in the 90s, but nowadays it's kind of like, yeah, maybe try to find a new way of doing that kind of thing. So what is the point of this video? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And I think Yooka Laylee is that. It is a game that is not shy about literally just being a Nintendo 64 platformer. But that's not really what we need. We need to find a game that is a champion, that is a winner, that's going to be all those great things about 3D platformers in the past, but then fix the things that didn't work in those great 3D platformers in the past, and also add in a whole bunch of new ideas. Like in Mario Odyssey, you clearly travel via that flying hat machine. In other words, if you want to go from World A to World D to World F, you do that via the hat. Mario doesn't literally have to walk to the entrance to get to those places. And that's one of the things you have to do in Yooka Laylee. And unlike in Super Mario Sunshine, Yooka Laylee is even bigger. The hub world in Yooka Laylee is massive. So it's just a mess to try and get around. In Mario Sunshine, when you think of Delfino Plaza, you can close your eyes and you can picture all of the entrances to every one of those worlds. And they're all pretty close to each other. They're spread out just enough. They're also depicted by very memorable landmarks. So like the lighthouse is obviously a way to get to a world. The cannon shoots you to the park. The big President Pianta statue is how you get to not Rico Harbor, Bianco Hills. Rico Harbor has its own, Rico Harbor is like a little place on the dock, the hut on the dock. That's why that worked back in the day. But if you're going to expand the size of something like Super Mario Sunshine, you have to keep that in mind. And it just seems like it's just such a mess, Yooka Laylee. And I really was rooting for it. And I'm sure there will be people that play it and enjoy it. And they're not wrong for enjoying it, but they're wrong for enjoying it. But I only say that because I'm a jerk and very stubborn. So I guess what's the final word here? The final word is hopefully if Playtonic makes another game, they think about actually evolving it and coming up with new ideas. And I just realized that there we go. Okay. Come up with new ideas for the sequel. Be new, be modern, but also be nostalgia at the same time. And I think Super Mario Odyssey is going to be a perfect example of that, and I'm very excited for it. Also, if you really are interested in a kind of Nintendo 64 Rare-style adventure platforming game, Snake Pass. Check out Snake Pass. It's available right now on the Switch and on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and on PC, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I got a review coming up, but yeah, I think maybe check out Snake Pass instead of Yooka Laylee if you're not particularly sure of Yooka Laylee. And it's kind of funny because at one point, I kind of felt like the Switch version of Yooka Laylee is going to be a crappy version. It's coming later. It's going to be this crap. But really, it sounds like the Switch version is the one that has a chance of maybe being okay because there's more time. But more importantly, Nintendo is helping them. Playtonic said that they're working very closely with Nintendo to get the game running on Switch. If Nintendo cares enough, they could actually step in and help develop it in some way and then make it like to where the Switch version is the ultimate version. Even then, though, it still has the problem of being a very outdated formula. I don't know. Switch version doesn't really seem like it's so bad anymore because the other ones are apparently pretty bad as far as performance goes. So, I don't know. It's like this game doesn't even run very smoothly on the Xbox or the PlayStation, so what chance did it have to run smoothly on the Wii U? But at the same time, the Wii U has games like Lego City Undercover and Breath of the Wild, for example, that run really well. I mean, Lego City Undercover is a massive game, and it doesn't have any frame rate issues. So why does Yooka Laylee? It's because the developers are not really skilled enough to make the game that they wanted to make. They bit off more than they can chew. They're like, hey, we're doing a Kickstarter and we're bringing back the classic game and it's going to be on everything. It's going to be on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, PC. I would have been like, whoa, hold on, hold the phone. Make it for one system first. If it does well, then port it to the other systems. The one system you should make it for is the Nintendo system, obviously. Bada bing, bada boom. They probably would have launched in 2016 if they would have made it that way. I don't know. There's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking going on right now from me, but still, it's disappointing to see what Yooka Laylee turned out to be. Man, that is weird, because I was championing this game like crazy, and to see that it kind of turned out to be a disappointing game kind of sucks. But 7 more months until Super Mario Odyssey. So I'm excited about that. Hey guys, that's about enough of me yammering on about Yooka Laylee, Puka-Laylee, Duka-Laylee, I don't know. Puka-Laylee is what we'll settle it on. Let me know if you're still getting it. Like, let me know if you're still excited, even despite the reviews that are mostly saying it's not that great. Let me know if maybe the reviews have made your decision not to get it. That's about it. That's all I gotta say. Keep it locked right here to the BitBlock for a lot more on Nintendo Switch. You can see the blood through my skin.